Hello, in this video I'm going to be proving each of the laws of logarithms. So I'll timestamp each one below so you can kind of skip through to whichever proof it is that you want to see. And if this video is useful, then please do go over to my channel where I have loads of other maths tutorials. Okay, so the first law of logarithms we're going to prove is the product rule, which I've written in this red box here, so hopefully you're familiar with that already. Now before we prove it, I'm going to introduce a couple of things first. So I'm going to say if I have a number a and I raise it to the power of b, that's going to result in an answer of x. And if I take that same number a, but this time raise it to a power of c, that's going to result in a number y. Now I'm going to take these two equations, which are currently in an exponential form, and I'm going to rewrite them in a logarithmic form. So let's do it for the first one. So I could say it's log base a of x equals b. And all this statement is saying is, well, what do I put to the power of a to result in an answer of x? Well, I put a to the power of b, and hopefully you can see that's the same as the equation above. And I'm going to do the same thing now, but for the other equation. So I get log base a of y equals c. Okay, so now let's prove this law. So I'm going to start on the left hand side of the equation, so log base a of x, y. And rather than writing x times y in the argument, instead of writing x, I'm going to write a to the power of b, because that's the same thing. And instead of writing y, I'm going to write a to the power of c. So let's do that now. So we're going to get log base a of a to the power of b multiplied by a to the power of c. Now, using our laws of indices, in the argument of this logarithm, we've got a to the power of b multiplied by a to the power of c. And because these bases are the same, I just add the powers together. And so this is the same as a to the power of b plus c. Now, if we look at what this logarithm is saying, it's saying, what do I put to the power of a to give me an answer of a to the power of b plus c? Well, hopefully you can see that's got to be b plus c. So let's do that. And so this becomes b plus c. And again, if we look at what we said at the start, I said that b was just equal to log base a of x, and c was just equal to log base a of y. So let me just replace those, and we get that this equals log base a of x plus log base a of y, which is what we needed to prove. So that's the first one done. Let's now move on to the quotient rule. So I'll bring these down again. And you can see I've written this quotient rule in the red box. And again, I'm going to start on the left hand side. So I'm going to say, okay, I've got log base a of x over y. And again, if we take a look, instead of writing x, I could say, x is just equal to a to the power of b. So I'm going to do that. And instead of writing y, I'm going to write a to the power of c. So let's switch those in the equation. So now I've got log base a of a to the power of b over a to the power of c. And again, using my laws of logarithms, if I've got two bases which are the same and I'm dividing them, then I just subtract the powers. So this goes to a to the power of b minus c. And again, this statement just says, what do I put to the power of a to give me an answer of a to the power of b minus c? Well, this has to be equal to b minus c, and we said that b was equal to log base a of x, and we said that c was log base a of y. So again, let me switch those in, and we get log base a of x subtract log base a of y, and we finished the second one. The final rule is the power rule, and again, let's do a similar thing here. And so I'm going to start on the left hand side, so with log base a of x to the power of k, and I'm going to replace the x in this equation with a to the power of b, and so now we've got log base a of a to the power of b all to the power of k. Using my laws of indices that I know that this is the same as a to the power of, say, k times b. You just multiply the powers together. And again, if we look at this logarithm, all it's saying is, what do I put to the power of a to give me an answer of a to the power of k times b? Well, that's got to just be k multiplied by b. And we said that b was equal to log base a of x. And so I get this is equal to k multiplied by log base a of x. And we're done. So hopefully this was useful. If it was, go over to my channel where I have loads of other math tutorials. And thanks for watching.